It's Week 16 of the National Football League, and we're going to look here at wideout A.J. Brown. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Eagles and the Commanders, all that and more, coming up next on EA Sports.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
Yeah, when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that's called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous. And it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders come out with the man they hope leads them into their new era. Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick in this past draft from LSU. Greg, this is the man who won the Heisman Trophy with the Tigers in Baton Rouge a year ago.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't.
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, not a great start to this drive offensively. You take the sack on 1st down, and you're thinking, all right, let's go to the ground game. Let's pick up some of the lost yardage. But then you take a loss again, and now it sets up 3rd and real long, and you find yourself in a tough spot.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, the Commanders are going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. Britton Covey deep for the Eagles. And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. The Eagles led out by their quarterback, and he is the leader of this offense. Jalen Hurts has that calm demeanor about him, can make the big plays as well. Greg, here he is already in his 5th year in the NFL.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
They send the tight end in motion. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. On play action, here's Hurts. Brought in by the tight end, Dallas Goedert. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for an Eagles first down. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll tuck it and take off. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
He is in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. 17 touchdowns now on the year.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, hey.
The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They run it once more with Eckler. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and 9.
Ready? Go! Go!
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's Tress Way now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. In fact, he leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards.
Good.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll come up here 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. But unfortunately, this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? And he will drive his way into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Commanders nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 2. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Commanders' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Let go.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. Now he takes off, and he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Hawk 70.
Second
Hawk
down
70.
and 8.
70 Lions. Let's go now.
He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Get it.
From the shotgun on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This has been a first half to forget on their offensive side of the ball. It just seems like it's been a snowball effect. Bad plays are leading to even worse plays, and that sack being the largest setback in the game, that's been full of them.
Press play in
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. On comes the punter now as he's on to punt for Washington. Back deep for the Eagles, Britton Covey. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. He had the touchdown reception earlier, and as we show you the NFL leaders in that category for running backs, there he is, right among the best in the league. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Good. Set. Delta.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. Now a stoppage for an injured player, and it's Saquon Barkley who appears to be shaken up.
Set. Delta.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Gainwell. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. Third and long for Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. To the goal line and in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to take over just before the half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down.
Ready.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Ready.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Bring it. Roll. Smash.
On first down, Daniels. That pass taken in by McLaurin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Back. Ready.
Daniels to throw on second down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Third and short, and it's Daniels. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half.
With the score, Eagles 21, Commanders nothing.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they've got the lead over the visiting LA Rams as that one's gone to halftime. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Josh Allen has a touchdown pass. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. Remember, he had a touchdown on the ground earlier, something he's been able to do frequently this season, as you see where he ranks among NFL quarterbacks in rushing TDs. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down.
Oh, big hole left side. And he will take this one in. 87 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. Elliott on now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Eagles are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go. Shut up.
Again, it's Eckler. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. It is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
That is 14 for the 2nd time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a 1st down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
On the give, it's Eckler. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Alert. Alert.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A pass complete to Noah Brown. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drive.
That's in the end zone and intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
No touch it. No touch it.
Hurts. They'll try to set up the screen here. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Now it's Hurts. Quick slant into the hands of Smith. And he's out of bounds, very close to the 40-yard line. And that last throw not going to account for much in the grand scheme of things, but it does move him over 3,000 yards passing for the season. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Hurts. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the change of pace back. That's Kenneth Gainwell. He'll push forward for about a yard. Frankie Louvu there to make the play defensively. 3rd down and 9. Hurts to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly 1 play to get our answer.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it. Over 300 yards passing in this one. Hurts to the air on 1st down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal.
Great, set.
Hurts will try it again. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Kenneth Gainwell. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things starting to take shape here. 3 weeks left of the regular season. Teams making that final push for postseason berths.
Ready.
First and 10.
Let's go now. Check, Panther. Reload. Shot alert. Bronco switch.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Commanders set to kick this one away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
No touch it. No touch.
They'll run here with Gainwell. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
No touch it. No touch.
On the ground, Gainwell. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
A run with Gainwell. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready? Ready?
A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
First down, Philadelphia.
Ready, set. Delta.
Here's Gainwell. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Delta, set. Delta.
Now Gainwell. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Delta, set. Delta.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's in. Kenneth Gainwell. Touchdown, Eagles. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Next to score, Eagles 42, Commanders nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going. Start this drive with 1st down.
Check. Hey. Unlock line. Check. No.
Play action. Here's Daniels. To the left side. It's caught by Brown.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season.
Here we go. Start. Hot go.
Throwing again. Daniels. On target. Got it to McLaurin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Jaden Daniels, you look at his time at LSU, Mike, and he certainly had great wide receivers to throw to. But now being a rookie quarterback and having the veteran presence of a guy like Terry McLaurin, that is such a comfort for any young quarterback getting his feet under him in this league.
And he's going to be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
To the air again is Daniels. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. Their perfect season continues here into the month of December as they continue to be the #1 team in all of football. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.